Tribal Chief. I got Chief Bartrand in the house with me. Listen, we got to discuss Mr. Brandon Miller. Brandon Miller was named to the NBA Rising Stars. It's going to be an epic weekend for All Star Weekend. Y'all better buckle up. You already know what it is. We're going to have a mass amount of content. Make sure you subscribe to Flight Sports. Brandon Miller came out today and said that he's very excited, and not all, but he's excited to play with Victor Wembanyama. We all know Victor Wembanyama is a ferocious animal. The potential, you just see it. I mean, he could do everything. We're going to get into it. But this is definitely spectacular. Brandon Miller said, I want to read the quotes. I want to be on Wemby's team, just throwing lobs the whole time. So he's letting it be known what he's going to be looking to do. And also, I want to read some quotes from somebody who interviewed him today. This is coming from Sam Purley. He says, it's definitely a great accomplishment. I'm just going to go in there and put on for the team and have as much fun as I can. It was a great moment and a great feeling. So this is Miller's remarks after being named. We're going to break it down. All-Star Weekend is coming up. Y'all better buckle up. It's Flight Sports. Remember, the Rising Stars is Friday, February 16th. Listen, I got the Chief with me. What's the deal? What's your thoughts on this situation with Victor Wembanyama, Brandon Miller? What do you think about this dynamic? It's All-Star Weekend coming up.
Well, first of all, congratulations to Brandon Miller for making the team. Is a bright spot with the Charlotte Hornets, and it means it to me it bodes well for the future of the organization. That now you have two players. You got him and LaMelo Ball. They can grow together and everything. And he's coming in to put on a show. He knows what to see. He's already getting into it. He's there to put on a show. And at 6'9", maybe even 6'10", he got guard skills, and he's gonna be looking to, throw the lobs up to Wemby. He's gonna give the people the show. He's gonna give the people what they want. So congrats to him. Sam Purley interviewed him. Purley interviewed him, and he's one of the mouthpieces of Charlotte media. He does a pod and everything out there. It was great, and the fan base is excited. And we're excited for him, those of us who are in that space. We are excited for Brandon. It's looking up, So congrats to him, man. I'm looking forward to seeing him at the Rising Stars game, representing Charlotte in some type of way, even though no All-Star this year, but someone from the Hornets is there. I think that's a good thing, Flight.
Yes, absolutely. And right there with Miller, there's been a lot of losing with the Hornets. What do you think a weekend like this could do for Miller?
A weekend like this for Miller, this weekend, not only will he be around his peers in terms of them hopefully stepping in to be among the stars and rising faces of the NBA, but also he will be around all stars because they'll all there be together. So Brandon Miller gets to get the feel of the pageantry of the NBA, the all the high level players playing there. More than likely, depends if I don't know if Paul George, I don't think he's there, but still, the legends of the league will be there, and Brandon Miller, of course, will be around them. And most of the young players always like to come and pick the brains of the stars and see what they do, see how they work out, and everything, and talk to them. So the atmosphere for him, it must be a dream come true, man, to work hard, go through what he went through in Alabama, get to the NBA, and now he's in the Rising Stars game with his own peers as the rookie, with other rookies that came in with him, but also being rolled out to the basketball world and the NBA world. This is where it starts, right there, just like McDonald's All-American for the high schoolers. So it's great, man.
Yep, absolutely. I want to speak on some of the players that'll be there. You're going to have Paolo, representing the sophomores. These are the guys that Miller will be facing off against. You got Walker Kessler. We got Jaden Ivey, Jalen Duran, Keegan Murray, Shaden Sharp, Jabari Smith Jr., Jalen Williams. And on the rookie side, obviously, we know Chet Holmgren is going to be a beast. I mean, don't forget about that man. He might win Rookie of the Year. We could get into it. We just spoke on Victor. We got Jaime Jaquez Jr. We got
Mm.
who's been a problem for Miami. So it's going to be star-studded out there. Also, you got some G League players. I see Mac McClung. You know, he's a fan favorite. You know, they just, you know, I guess they just threw him in there, right?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
these tickets got to get sold now. I mean, but it'll be some. Who knows? Maybe we might get a dunk or two. But this is crazy. What's going on right now in the NBA? The Charlotte Hornets, like I said, is a disaster. But Brandon Miller, to me, is going to be the guy that is, you know, a co-star alongside of Melo for years to come. They just got to get the right guy to cultivate that. You know, clearly, I don't believe Clifford is that guy. We've seen the ejection and much more like that. Hopefully, we don't see anymore. Uh, do you think that they're going to need another voice in there? Obviously, we do. And who do you think that might be quickly? And we'll get back to Victor.
Absolutely. I think with new ownership, this is um, I'm not gonna say it's like a throwaway year, but it's a year of transition. That's all I would say. So there will be a new coach. These people just paid $3 billion for a franchise. They're not going to keep it the same way. I'm hoping, Flight, that they go with a dynamic young coach. I don't want them to go in the coaching carousel. I don't want them to do that. Pick the same ones that I always picked. I want them to go and think outside the box because they have a player in LaMelo Ball that plays outside the box. So I want them to go. I've been talking about Sam Cassell a lot on my streams. Sam Cassell. You know, uh, dynamic coaches like that, coaches that have been assistants behind Doc. Sam Cassell has been around Doc Rivers, a part of his tree, and everything around Tyronn Lue. Sam Cassell has been in those circles, so I think it's long overdue for him to get his shot. On a team that's on the rise. He can grow with that team. They don't need, the other coaches. To me, it's just to be a retread, and I don't want to see that no more.
Right. How dangerous is Victor Wembanyama?
Victor, I mean, that man is 7'5" with guard skills, and he's not even in his full body, man. He has a chance to really he could be the face of the next generation of stars, particularly after LeBron retires. The baton. There's so much talent coming, so much. You got him. You still got Chet. You got Brandon Miller. You got LaMelo Ball. You still got Luca. You got Shai Gilgeous Alexander, Anthony Edwards. Tatum and Brown. People debate on Trey Young or not, but he's still in there. Tyrese in Indiana. So Victor, it can be at the head of all of that talent. You know, all they need to do is probably build around him. It just for Victor, it's about what's going on here. He has a great teacher in Popovich, and Tim Duncan and David Robinson are there to teach him. So a
Yeah,
good foundation for them is critical.
that's right. Make sure you hit the like button and most definitely hit the subscribe button. It's Flight Sports TV. You already know what it is.